ตัวละครพฤติกรรมสถานที่หน่วยงานวิชาชีพและเหตุการณ์ต่างๆในซีรีส์เรื่องนี้เป็นเรื่องสมมุติที่สร้างขึ้นเพื่อความบันเทิงเท่านั้นโดยมิได้มีเจตนาชี้นำหรือส่งเสริมการกระทำใดๆที่เกิดขึ้นในเรื่องโปรดใช้วิจารณญาณในการรับชมตลอดการถ่ายทำไม่มีสัตว์ตัวใดได้รับอันตรายหรือถูกทารุณกรรม
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Rocks Entertainment. Today we are diving into episode 6 of Cat For Cash, and honestly this episode take the emotional tension to the next level. What started as a simple contact-based relationship is now slowly turning into something much deeper and much more complicated. In this episode we see feeling getting involved where only money and condition were supposed to exist. The chemistry between our main leads become more natural, more emotional, and at some moment, quite confusion. If you thought the previous episode was interesting, episode 6 definitely rises the stake. So without wasting any time, let's break down everything that happened. Episode 6 opens with a slightly tense atmosphere between the main leads. After the recent event, both the hero and heroine are trying to act normal, but it's obvious that something has changed between them. The heroine began to notice small detail in the hero behavior. Earlier he used to act cool and purely business-like, but now his actions show care subtle but noticeable. For example, when she struggled with a small problem, he helped her without making a big deal out of it. These quiet moments start planting seeds of doubt in her mind. She began wondering, is he still just following the contract, or are his feelings becoming real? Meanwhile, the hero himself is clearly fighting an internal battle. He knows their relationship as boundary. Everything started as a financial arrangement, and crossing that line could complicate everything. But despite his effort to stay distant, his protective instinct toward her keeps living through. One of the most charming parts of episode 6 is how the cat once again becomes the emotional bridge between the two leads. Because of this cat situation, they are forced to spend more time together. These scenes are not just cute filler, they actually push the relationship forward. We see compatible silence between them, small sheer smile, natural teamwork while caring for the kid. These moments feel very organic. There is no dramatic confession yet, but the emotional distance between them is definitely shrinking. The heroine especially starts to soften. Her guard is not fully down, but she is no longer seeing the hero as just a business partner. Viewer can clearly feel the slow burn romance building here. However, this episode is not just soft romance. Midway through the episode, confusion began to grow. The heroine overhears something or misunderstands one of the hero's action which make her question everything again. She started thinking that maybe she was overreading his kindness. This is where emotional writing of the episode becomes strong, a lesson of clear communication, but characters choose silence. The hero hides his true feeling. The heroine hides her growing disappointment. This creates a quiet emotional tension that runs through the rest of the episode. The viewer are left thinking, if they would just talk honesty, everything could be solved. But of course, drama never makes things that easy. Around the middle of episode 6, we get one of the most important emotional beats. The heroine finds herself in a slightly vulnerable situation, and the hero immediately steps in to help her. Her reaction is instinctive, not calculated, not part of any deal. This moment is very telling. For the first time, it becomes obvious that his concern is genuine. Even the heroine notices it, but instead of feeling revolt, she becomes more confused because of his care is real. Then what does that mean for their contract a relationship? The emotional push and pull become the core theme of episode 6. Just when viewers start feeling hopeful, the episode smartly pulls back. The hero suddenly becomes more reserved again. Perhaps he realizes he is getting too involved. Perhaps he is afraid of crossing the line. Whatever the reason, his cold behavior returns, at least on one surface. This hurts the heroine more than she expected. You can see in her expression slight disappointment, quiet frustration, emotional confusion. She is clearly starting to care, but she doesn't want to admit it. This emotional hesitation is portrayed very naturally in this episode. Now let's talk about the ending because episode 6 does not finish quietly. Just when things are already emotionally complicated and new elements enter the picture, a third person involvement begins to create potential trouble for our main pair. The atmosphere suddenly shifts from soft emotional tension to possible upcoming conflict. The episode ends on a note that makes viewer curious and slightly anxious. Questions start forming. Will misunderstanding grow worse? Will the hero finally admit his feeling, or will the contract destroy what's slowly developing between them? It is a very effective cliffhanger. Overall review, episode 6 of Cat For Cash is more emotional than dramatic in that actually is strength. Instead of rushing the romance, the episode focuses on subtle character reaction, slow emotional development, natural relationship progression. The cat continues to play a symbolic role, bringing the leads together in the softest way possible. The performance in this episode feel very controlled and realistic. The actor rely more on expression than big dramatic dialogue, which make the emotional moments hit harder. If you enjoy slow, boring romance with quiet emotional tension, this episode will definitely work for you. So overall, episode 6 gave us soft romance, growing emotional confusion, and just enough tension to keep us hooked for the next episode. The biggest question is now is, will the hero continue hiding behind the contract, or will his true feeling finally come out? And what role will the new character play in the upcoming episodes? Things are clearly getting more complicated from here. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. And also subscribe the YouTube channel Rocks Entertainment. Tell me, do you think the hero is already in love or is he still pretending? And if you want to the next episode review, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next review. Bye for now.